Welcome back to Improvision Entertainment. My name is Hunterman, and this is more of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I was just about to interact with Ranvi to see about one of the last areas of the England location.
I want to see the Alliance map.
Okay. What do you got for me? Describe.
What of Essex?
We received a summons from the Ealdorman and his Lady of Colchester, requesting you specifically for a matter of great secrecy.
Foreboding. And who is this Ealdorman? One of King Alfred's lackeys.
According to my scouts, he is a man who cares more for his own indulgences than the safety of his people. Approach with care.
Okay, give me the map.
What transpires in Gloucestershire?
You may have noticed that Gunnar has disappeared from his forge. He has traveled to Gloucestershire in search of a wife.
A wife?
He is in love.
When did this happen?
When doesn't this happen with our dear lovelorn blacksmith? But there is a bright side. He has asked you to join him.
Join his search for a wife?
And see that he does not make a fool of himself. I believe he thinks that your presence would bolster his image.
Huh. Okay. I'm cool with blacksmith, dude. That might get expansion to the blacksmith shop. Oh, actually, what are my rewards? Yeah, materials, so maybe. What's up
I
here?
received a unique summons from Nottinghamshire in the north. From your old friend, Billy.
Villy. A name I have not heard in 10 winters or more. How is he?
Well, it seems. Vili asked that you join him in feast and celebration, in honor of his father, Hemminger Jarl.
A welcome invitation. It'll be good to see him again.
It is worth recalling that his father, Hemminger Jarl, would be a formidable ally. Will you go?
What's...
What
about like in...
Lincolnshire?
A rather boisterous man named Hunwald arrived recently, wishing to speak with you. On a matter of great importance, he said.
Where is he now?
Down at the docks, carousing with my scouts and scaring the fish from the river. He waits for you with great eagerness.
No, I think I'll help the friend.
What transpires in Gloucestershire?
You may have noticed that Gunnar has disappeared.
A wife?
He is in love.
When
doesn't this happen with our dear love?
Join his
and see that he does not make a fool of himself.
Yeah, that. Let's get her done.
All right, I'll be Gunnar's keeper, if only to bring him back in one piece.
Very generous of you. Make for the town of Gloucester. You will find him there.
What is my favorite AC title? Anna asks. Assassin's Creed 3, pretty strongly. I think it has the best balance of story and character, past and present, and it has a length I prefer. This might actually be my least favorite Assassin's Creed, to be perfectly honest, Anna. I think Revelations is still the one I overall enjoy the least, even with as much negative things as I have to say about this game, because that one at least has good gameplay. What about Black Flag? Black Flag's probably near the top. I was recently thinking about... Okay, get out of these leaves. Like, Black Flag's in a weird place. It's one of the only games I played twice because one time I really didn't enjoy it, and then I went back to it and played it again, and I enjoyed it as much as I thought I should have enjoyed it the first time, and I couldn't tell you what was dramatically different. I think what was different was kind of like with Metal Gear Solid 2. The second time I played it, or in Metal Gear Solid 2's case, the third time I played it, I just kind of turned off my mind and was like, alright, I'm just going to try and enjoy this for the story and the gameplay it is, even though I don't think it's that good as an Assassin's Creed game.
you.
So I think Black Flag is a pretty enjoyable game, and I mean, it's still in the era that I really enjoyed Assassin's Creed. That's kind of my thing. Is I have finished every game in the series, and I've 100%ed a few of them. And this is the only one I haven't finished before Mirage. But I'm finishing this one so I can play Mirage. Because I just recently acquired it on the cheap. And I'm looking forward to it. Because I heard it was more like classic Assassin's Creed. But I kind of thought the introduction of all the RPG elements in Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla here have really detracted from the overall enjoyment of the series. I mean, you haven't even played as an assassin in the last couple of games.
Eivor!
There you are, Gunnar. And with a smile I haven't seen in some time.
Honestly, it was the last one I played. I didn't finish too much of a grind. Yeah, I think my breaking point for enjoying the games as a premise is when we started introducing the ability to like pick dialogue options and alternate ways of doing missions and stuff like that. As neat of an idea as it is, it really takes away from the playing the fictionalized version of historical events because history only happens one way, and like as much as choices are good in RPGs, I think it takes away from Assassin's Creed because you're supposed to be seeing the true version of events, and if you get to make up those events, then you don't know what the fuck actually happened in history.
Eivor, thought I smelt you on the wind.
Gunnar, with the speed you left home, I thought you'd been carried off by Valkyries.
I have. This Valkyrie right here, Bridget, my own heart's root. Meet Eivor.
It takes a rare woman to nail down our Gunnar.
Lavendine da, with my Zigwili.
I'm sorry?
Good to meet you as well. What do you do around here, Bridget? Except keep Gunnar out of mischief.
Dyna'r benigon rŵn zoiriau a chams.
And my Gunnar, what are you going to do with him? Have you a family, Bridget?
Nath mam a dad cered efo'n gilydd yn anwn. Conwn help drews me.
Bridget man power the last high priestess and elderman. They since passed on. But the current elderman looks out for her.
I should like to meet this elderman of yours, if our kinfolk are to be joined.
A union forged in love. Come, we go find him. Oh, and don't blame me if he's heard a tale or two about you. What about it, Bridge?
Dim jolch. Yw tŵ bags of air sych o gwmpas gilydd. A teifr gael clis llawn.
Okay, unintelligible.
No daylight to waste then, huh?
Gunnar, do you understand what she's saying?
So the Elderman may have heard a tale or two about my exploits.
Not all from me. Your name will be on the lips of every skull for years to come.
And the merchants here are not unsettled by lurking Vikinger.
They come from all over to celebrate Samhain. Most are too busy with the festivities to pay us mind.
Samhain? Is that what these carved roots are for? This tradition?
Aye. Faces cut into lanterns to ward off evil spirits and guide children home.
They have a haunted look about them. Let's bring a few back.
Oh, there was a glitch I saw while playing offline the other day. I called up the cat, and it spawned in front of me in the air, but it was a horse for like 3 frames. And then it was a cat.
There is the Elderman. Kunan!
A good leader, seeing to his people's needs. Let us join hands when his task is done.
Yeah. Then let's introduce you to Tevder.
Okay.
Hands as clammy as a dead haddock, but his heart is in the right place. And he'll be Ealdorman after Cunan. Tevder, this is Eivor, my chieftain.
Ah, yes. The way Gunnar speaks, I expected,
Me to ride in on a winged horse, cure the sick and the blind. His compliments are as blunt as his hammer.
Ah, more pagans crowding our table. Just lovely. Well, what brings you here?
I'm here to hasten my friend's marriage and drink my weight in ale. If friendship comes afterwards, then all the better.
And what has Dane friendship done for Christian Mercia? Unseated godright kings for puppet rulers?
So-called puppet kings keep your lands safe and your bellies full. I ask no thanks, only hospitality.
Apples! Eivor, wait until you try the cider. You like cider, eh? Tevder? Cider?
Ah, you must be Eivor. Tevder, I see you've welcomed our honored guest. Come just in time for my last Samhain.
At your behest. We welcome all pagans set upon God's own Gloucester.
Tevder, as your harvest king, I demand that you remove the turnip from your arse and be merry. So you've come to meet the family, before you whisk my Bridget away to her life as a smithy's bride.
We're honored to have her join the Raven clan, but your lush landscape will be hard to match.
I must give away girl and land in this misty season, but Gunnar is a good man, and he speaks tirelessly of you.
If you will excuse me, I have matters to attend to.
Ah, yes, the shrine. And with so many thieves and fangs on the path, a fellow may fall in God's service.
Cunan, I do not need a heathen escort.
Youth cut down in its prime, without even the memory of warm thighs and cider to sustain him in the afterlife.
Then by my honor, I shall not rest until I return him to you safely. Aye, Tevder?
I see I am outmatched. Though a Dane joining in praise to Saint Kenhelm, God will weep.
My lady love calls, Eivor. Oh, if you'd like to join us later, we're going hoodening this eve.
Go, may you have a fire-forged friendship. Watch for fairies, fenfolk, and fiends. I have a hand fastening to oversee, an apprenticeship to officiate, and a pig to slaughter.
Alright, dude.
Well, shall we then?
I just don't like to talk during the cutscenes. So, Anna, to answer your question, how much do I agree with what Elon Musk is doing right now on a scale of 1 to 10, being that it is February 13th, 2025, for anybody who's watching later? I'm going to go with -9. Politics are allowed for the conversation. I just don't like to talk during cutscenes. For you watching and also for myself, because I've never seen the story of this game before, and I hopefully intend to only experience it one time, because I really don't want to play this game again. It's far, far too full of filler, would be probably the nicest way to say it. Oh, and I am a progressive, if that helps narrow it down. Same thing with Matt asking about Ben & Jerry's earlier.
Cunan humors these pagans too much. It is the first thing gone when I am Ealdorman. Fires and magic, spirits in the air. Gloucestershire has strayed from God's light.
People need carousing, especially before the winter frost. The festival brings warmth and cheer.
God's light does not dim as the nights chill, but the winters are hard upon the children. Seeing them run around.
It lightens the heart. Are there priests in your lands? I've met a few, liked even fewer.
The profane has gone unchallenged here. I alone am the reformation. They are a flock in need of my shepherding.
And how will you lead this great renewal?
They will fill the church's pews, and we will thank him for all the gifts he brings. Not false idols of wood and clay.
And yet, are we going to pray at the idol of another? Is this Saint Kenhelm your god?
No, and we do not call him such. He is simply closer to the Lord's ear. Lo, in a mead of kine under a thorn, lieth poor Kenhelm, king-born. Is this land not beautiful, Eivor?
Aye.
Look, the path is untouched by danger, so your company is not needed.
You're a kinder man than the mask you wear. You won't be rid of me. I'll keep my word to Kunan for your safe return.
Speak to him. He's like praying. I don't want to like interrupt him. I'm gonna give him a few seconds.
I don't understand this Christian praying. I thank Odin while standing. Why get your knees dirty?
To humble ourselves before God. Besides, I've dirtied my knees doing worse.
That sounds like a tale I'd like to lend my ear to.
Please, Eivor, I must pray.
Should I watch, or turn my back?
O Lord, gift upon this lowly servant your greatest gift. Patience.
I'll not have to interrupt your prayer to protect you, Teftir.
And yet you insist on doing so. What is it you are looking at? A hare?
Teftir, get to safety. Find somewhere to hide.
Where did they come from? That was close.
Tell me I'm just gonna loot these spots next to this shrine area. What do you got for me, man?
Thank you for saving my life.
It is good I was here to protect you. Maybe Kunan has the eyes of prophecy.
Splood, cloven hoofed and sent by Lucifer himself. This land must be returned to God's grace.
More likely this shrine is in their territory.
Lord, we thank thee for your protection.
It's not safe here.
Give me my moment's prayer, Eivor. I ask only this.
We should return to Gloucester, unless you'd like to thank the little martyr here for tonight's feast.
I'm not a babe in the woods in need of constant guard. Go on without me.
I gave Kunan...
Yes, your word. And when I see him, I will say you protected me from being skewered upon those devil's tusks. Oh, and Eivor, I owe you a drink at least. Later, if you'd have one. Find me at the festivities.
I really shouldn't leave him. Anna asked, do you think the old United States will come back in 4 years, or is this irreversible to an extent? Well, I think of the Biden interim situation as just a pause in the Trump administration. He had time to build up and to make sure that he was going to make things worse than they already were. I don't know what you mean by the old United States, but I'm just going to go with no. I think everything's on a pretty much guaranteed downward arc. The only way to get out of this mess is to embrace progressive populism like the majority of the country wants, and that the Democratic Party keeps not giving us as an option, because the Democratic Party is actually the conservative party, and the Republican Party is a regressive party, and we don't have a progressive party. So I don't know if this is one of those occasions, like, this game doesn't have a lot of variations in story and dialogue and whatnot. In Odyssey, missions could actually play out differently depending on what you've done or how you went about them, or like if you need to like not kill a bunch of people, you could make yourself unarmed and you could handle them. And this game doesn't really do that. But I am curious if this guy has a path that takes him all the way back to town. Like, what time would you like to go back to? the 90s of Bill Clinton, the 2000s of Obama, W. Bush, like, because everything's been on a generally downward trajectory since Ronald Reagan, which was just barely before I was born. No, wait, no, that was while I was... I forget if Reagan was the president who was around when I was born. Let's see, it was Reagan, then H.W. Bush, then Bill Clinton. So yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Reagan would have been the president when I was born. Do you have a literal path that takes you all the way back to town? I don't think anything's gonna happen to him. I'm gonna move on. I mean, it's pretty clear that progressive policies are pretty popular in the country, and nobody's running on them except for like Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders did almost become president, and a lot of people act like he showed up and didn't do anything, but like he got a whole nation to realize what we could have, and he almost won. He got 48.5% of the Democratic primary vote. Like, that's nothing to sneeze at.
Hey, watch out, you dung eater!
Still in the sense of part of international organizations like WHO, for instance, and not strictly the America First mindset. Can't explain it better than missing words because English isn't my first language. Oh. Well, if you mean America returning to a semblance of centrism and common sense, and will that come back? If we're allowed to have another presidential election, which we might not, but if we're allowed to have another presidential election, the way things currently work is that the discontentment that everyone is feeling with the way the country is run overall, constantly, will most likely have the presidential, like the party in power, always be losing. It might not be one term, it might be 2 terms and then losing, but I have a feeling it's going to become consecutive 1-term presidents, is my prediction, because nobody is giving us what we want, and we don't want either party. Well, I think the free world situation has been lost because America isn't that free. In fact, by some measurements, America is the least free country. We incarcerate more of our population as a percentage than any other country in the world. So technically speaking, we're the least free of the first world countries.
Eivor, there you are.
Here I am.
So, what adventures did you find in my absence?
Escorted Tefter to the shrine of some Christian saint. Our path was not peaceful. Accosted by a singular of boar.
Odd, but path na usually safe. To the Brevo.
What?
But you saved his hide. I bet it was quite the sight, 2 of you as a pair.
Trump seems don't want to live in a world dominated by China, and Trump seems to accelerate that way. Oh, I mean, there's no telling how bad Trump is going to make it, especially given this second time in Project 2025. And, like, I'm about to be made illegal as a person. So that's going to suck. But I don't think the world is going to be dominated by China. I think everybody else is going to step up to the plate and do what they can. And just America's going to continue to decline in the meantime. We had our chance, and we lost it.
I kept my word to Kunan, and that spatchcock Teftir lives.
Restraint, Eivor? I was half expecting you to wallop the lad around the head and ass.
I've bridged hands with most of England, Gunnar. And I've held my temper around worse than Teftir. I need a drink.
Try the cider. It's from last year's apple harvest.
Ooh, fermented cider.
Skull.
Skull. So you invited me to a hoodening. What mischief is this?
Ní gwisgal an fel ysbrydion and creatures of the Vale. The bag for treats.
Reach to the Vale to beg for treats.
Glad to otherworldly visitors, and if you dress as one, you'll get that bounty yourself.
Freely given. I've only seen such a thing done at feasts.
Then we turn you into a beastie and have you roam the hills, braying for sweets and drink.
You're gonna have me dress up for Halloween? Oh, I like it.
Disguise. Just a cloak and some bones.
Nonsense. You are the very spirit of the Mary Louved. Now, let's hooden. Become the Mary Louved, the spirit who sings for cake and ale. And you cannot have your cloak back until we leave.
I'll keep this covering. But even a knife to my throat could not make me sing on command.
Shame. I heard your voice clear as a bell. Larks fall from the sky in envy.
Gunnar, if no one else is dressed this way, I'll fill your shop with sheep.
I am not an illegal immigrant, no, Anna. What I am is transgender, and Project 2025 is going to make any dialogue or conversation amongst public and in school and otherwise, transgenderism will be treated like pornography, and therefore if I talk about the fact that I'm trans on stream because I'm broadcasting it to the public, I could get in serious trouble for that if Project 2025 gets its way. So, I'm about to be made illegal. Like, the existence of trans people and talking about them is going to be counted as pornography. And they're going to try and make pornography illegal, which I say good luck with that, because porn is a really money-rich industry.
Trick or treat.
What business have you? Oh, the Mary Louid. Right. We're doing cakes instead of beer this year. Sour night and the moon is high. Mary Louid haunts my door.
Oh, it's like flighting.
Give me sweets and candied treats, the kind I most adore.
Here then, sweets for the Mary Louid. You've earned it.
Yes, they want to make porn illegal.
Are you
That's in
playing
Project
the role of
2025.
trickster spirit?
Can trickster spirits see? The eye holes in this mask are terrible.
All it takes is a mask and some sweet cakes to turn you into a gentle scald.
I am not going to sing, Gunnar.
Eivor reminds me of my friend Erica. I don't know why, just sometimes. Where am I trying to get to? Am I just walking up the road? Is it just the ones with lights on, like a normal person? Door locked. Oh, there's one.
I have come to rhyme with you.
In the gloaming, see her roaming hidden neath the hood.
Each dwelling fate foretelling. It's the Mary Lou. Ever knowing who is knocking, wanting something good?
Never knowing who is knocking, wanting something good.
Oh, very nice.
Moldy cheese?
Ah, lads getting into their cups, scaring the wee ones.
Moldy cheese? That's nasty.
Eivor, mighty warrior, knocker of doors, victor of cakes. How does it feel to pillage what is freely given?
A worthy haul, and a tradition worth keeping up.
I didn't start over here, did I?
Are you ready to rhyme with me?
Down the road from my abode, there is an open vale.
Hope to God this Mary Lou doesn't fail. No, I've been knocking here, a walking. Now give me cake and ale.
I've been here knocking and a walking. Now give me cake and ale.
Brilliant, that is!
Look at these
Moldy
cakes.
cheese!
Sweet as honey, Gunnar. You should see this. Gunnar? My cakes.
Gonna take my cakes and run off.
Not have been out in the late and in the dark, so they bent low to the ground.
It's a laddie Wen.
That's right, my love. Laddie Wen, the White Lady. Her dark eye fell upon the children and...
Are you on the map, Gunner? Okay, I was going towards that key anyway.
Gunnar!
I said, Clock, take
damn
your
deserter.
boss and piss off back to your shit-smeared hovel.
Are we about to have a brawl? This looks like a brawl.
You are either fearless or stupid, boy, to speak to someone of the Raven clan this way.
Fitting name for scavengers. Winged rats taking what isn't yours.
I'll pick out your eyes and feed them to your god.
Gunnar, we are guests here. Let him go. We can hood him more. You seem to want your nose broken, so let me oblige.
Christ, him tall.
Die!
It's you lot we should be burning alive.
Are you sure you don't want to stay in Gloucester?
They know how to have fun.
Don't know why there's always the animation for the...
Four spears! My leg!
Gunnar!
Bienavalis Macallon.
Enough! Keep your brawls to the other side of the river. There's children about.
I don't answer to you, witch.
Thomas Fletcher, I brought you into this world, wiped your mother's birth blood from your face. Mind your tongue. Let's see that leg, then.
It's nothing.
Careful with the old man. He's had many winters' worth of wounds.
Tilukis. Modron's a gumpas to patch this land.
That man called you a witch.
I lead those who follow the old ways in Gloucestershire, but I offer my healing services on both sides of the river.
Are you guys
My
divided
love,
by the
go
river?
back to the house and bring me the garlic salve.
And the worms? Are we cleaning or cutting, Mother?
Yes, grab the worms just to be safe. Now go, child. I promise not to cut it off before your return.
I regain strength.
My mum Modron is known I'm a humor towish Gudran.
I'm glad you all finding my mortal injury so funny. Go, Eivor. Make merry and try to loosen Tevder's shoulders.
Modron, you do not have to save his leg. I'll understand.
That limb will be fine, but no medicine in England will stop the dribble from his mouth.
I do not work miracles.
All right. I'm pretty sure porn's already illegal in some states, though. Like, I think Pornhub is blocked, and you can't get to TF Game Site from South Carolina, where I am. Sorry, dude. Didn't see you there.
With bitter ale and sweet friends, that is a fine way to end a day.
Are you guys seeing the frame rate drops that I'm seeing? Or is that just my preview window?
Alone with your thoughts at last.
Eivor, perhaps. Every moment is sweeter when you are the Harvest King. All this bounty. Soon, I will join it. But eat, drink, enjoy all that Gloucester's lush woods offer.
Eivor, there you are.
Here I am.
You're well met. Gwilym here has challenged my honor in a contest of drinks.
Join us. The lad will be easy pickings.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a cup.
Some ale, then.
Might want to take up the bones.
For a shaveling of the Christ Lord, you have a lot of scars, Gwilym.
Not every tonsured man is a wet-eared abbey, babe. I came to God after I had scarred my soul with sin.
To holy hearts and humid eyes. It is the best drunkenness returns a man to royal reason. Skull.
I can't help but notice that she is not drinking the ale. Bone mask in place. Oh, I thought we were doing this. Alright, here we go.
Keep on. The honor of Gloucester is at stake. I will not leave these lands to one who laps at ale like a cat.
Wait, how many things is that? 7? I can't count right now.
That's foul. Come, lad. The leader at Gloucester should hold more meat.
6? This is the biggest game in the game.
I have seen babes in arms drink a hogshead of ale faster. Drink, man, drink!
Damn, that's the best I've ever done.
Come on, lad. Show the Dane your mettle.
Oh, damn, fucked it up. I'm still way ahead of him, though. So much for that honor, boy.
Good effort, Tefder. This merriment feeds my soul. Here, another drink on me for allies new and old.
Of all the elder men I've met, you are the most unburdened. What is your secret?
None. It is well known. The burdens I carry will soon leave this world with me. So drink to my life and death.
Death?
I am to be sacrificed in the Wicker Man as king of the harvest. Like Elderman Simkin before me and all before him.
Horrible barbaric practice. A burnt offering after poor crops. They hope well-fed gods will smile upon them.
A toast, then. To Elderman Coonan. Joyous and generous. Let each man show him loyalty until he suffers death.
My friends, you are kind to me. I'd like to toast my successor, Tevder. May he wear the horns head high.
He will not be doing that. So he wants to end the procession because he doesn't want to burn himself in Wicker Man. That's my guess. He might actually be faithful, though.
Weak. What is this? Water. I feel like Thor chugging ocean snow effect to my head or step.
You heard the woman. Give her something stronger.
Something that'll make...
faster than any tonic.
Good. Give me visions of all creatures that roam these hills, and the sore head tomorrow to pay for it.
Wow, that tastes awful. It feels good, though. Eivor, speak true. My feelings be damned. I have been an arse, do not deny it. And I, for that, I am sorry.
Huh.
That colossal horse is ours, yes.
Soft words from a heartless heathen.
Only fiercer than fire among ill friends. I can be very as nice as a spring gale.
And how nice is that?
Oh, we're not doing that. What is "you're not suited for this" gonna get me? What does that do?
Tevdir, with Gunnar and Bridget's marriage, our clans will unite. But we could join by oath as well.
Oh, yes. My first ally as Elderman. I accept. We shall make an oath. How do we start?
Yeah, the greatest oath and the greatest union. To the oath!
The treaty! The greatest! Shh. People are sleeping. More ale to seal our friendship? This way. Look out for the black sow.
Sow, like pig.
Flaming pig. Chases you home at night. Silly words to scare silly children.
You see magic as the stuff of children's dreams.
Perhaps I judge too much. Truths I half believe. Foolishness sometimes takes my tongue. I have to piss.
A great blackness chases stars across the sky in great whirls of color and light. Whoosh.
There's a lot of drunkenness in this game, and I'm okay with that.
Right inside here.
Tevdir! Tevdir!
Wait, he was literally just there. What happened?
Tevdir! Where are you?
How are you drinking that through the mask? Oh no, Kukos! They're attacking! But do I wake up in the sty like I have all the other times? Eivor shakes it off pretty well, though. Is that a dead guard?
Hell's breath. What happened last night? effects of that draft still cling. Tevder, are you here?
I don't want to set trap, I want to examine.
Tevder's bodyguard, killed by knife.
Oh. Have we done the Animus memory scenes in this game yet? Page from Tedwin's journal. I am to be Elderman. It came as quite a shock, as I've made my interest in furthering my path and duty to Christ. The father said that though my heart lies within the cloth, here in Winchcombe, the Lord has need of me elsewhere. Heresy, devil worship, and hedonism plagues Gloucestershire proper, like locusts. I am to be their new shepherd, freeing them from the devil's bondage, and leading the good people back to his side. I just hope they will be my willing lambs.
This pot has been broken, and it's covered in blood. A weapon, maybe. Blood. Could be Tefder's, if he was the heavy thing being dragged.
I'm gonna slur this over to the side. To one of the sides. Could move it backwards either.
This god's
Muddy footprints. Someone was hiding back here.
What's happened here? Open this door! Come out of there!
Yeah, I thought we had cards. I feel like I'm about to have been framed. Where'd my examine button go? I need my examine button. God damn it, game. It's the last thing. I'm not so What are you doing? You can only be observed with not observing it. Do I need what's inside? I need what's inside.
I wonder if it still has his little something stronger. But why is it here? Better hold on to it. So, what does this lead to? The murderers hid here, lying in wait while we approached outside. They jumped from the shadows to kill the bodyguards and to disable Tiffany. And they dragged him away. That accounts for everything. Except Gwillem's pouch of herbs. I'm still unbalanced by Gwillem's special something. Maybe Mother Mordrin will know the contents.
Hopefully I have a better way out of here. It's not like a window or anything.
There she is! What is the meaning of this? Blood soaking our soil, and your weapon coated in the same!
Coonan, please. More has happened here than you can see. Give me a right to parley my innocence.
I should have heeded Tevder's misgivings about heathen party guests, and now he has paid with his life. With Tevder gone, Gloucester will be without an elderman. Eye for an eye. Your Raven clan will lose their chieftain. Get the murderer!
Need to cloak myself here.
Anybody else want some?
It's tacky with old blood from a new king. It would be best to lie low.
I assume I need to go to one of these tents. Why can't the thing continue to show up on the compass even as I get close to it? That doesn't make any sense. I went too far. Knock button.
Oh, hello, little one.
The croaking toad hopped down the road, followed by an owl.
Just beyond their fetid lake, the ghosts are on the prowl.
That was a little weird, but I like it.
Okay, so... Not what I'm looking for? I see ellipses.
There's
Hello again.
Mother, it's the friend of the mangled leg man.
Eivor, you remember?
Indeed. It's a surprise to see you. Is everything quite all right?
Do you recognize the contents of this pouch?
A very unusual blend. There is a druid who uses this mix to aid sleep.
A monk called Gwillem poured some of it into my drink last night. The effects were intense.
Search the houses! Can't have gotten far!
Damn Christ, sons, what is it they want now? They make this place unlivable for pagans.
Mother, if the stranger wants more of the herbs, they can talk to the druid Halliwyn.
Yes. Halliwyn's cabin is on a lake, near where the Cherwell and Great Ouse rivers meet. But he is a strange fish. Rarely does he speak to mortals, preferring the company of spirits. Now, I've business at Rollindrich. Find me there later.
Cottage is in the eastern part of Gloucestershire. It's on a lake near the crossing of the Carwell and Great Ouse rivers. Whoops, I was on the right thing. Nope, I lost it. Eastern part of it. Great House. Carwell. That's Thames. Oh, never mind. It's marked on the map. Faster won't really get me there faster. Well, alright. For anybody who... Let me see if I can get out of town first, if that's a problem. No words. Alright, well, while she's running after the cat. For anybody who's watching later on YouTube, I would like to thank you for watching. This has been Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I have been Hunter Munn. And I will see you when we continue the story in the next episode. See you in the future.